ito po yung pinakamainit na balita, no? So canceled na po yung passports nitong sina Harry Roque at saka si Cassandra Ong, hindi po ba?
Tama po, kaninang hapon lamang, naglabas na ng desisyon yung Pasig RTC Branch 157 doon sa omnibus motion na sinampa ng ating gobyerno to cancel the passports of Baterna, Ong, Cunanan, and Harry Roque.
Mm. Ang tanong po, no? 'Di ba medyo matagal-tagal na rin naman nakasuhan itong si Harry Roque and the others. Bakit ngayon lang po lumabas itong cancellation ng passport nila?
Una, we applied for the International Red Notice sa Interpol noong May 15 of the current year. Nung paglabas po nung kanilang warrant of arrest, May 8, agad din pong nag-request ang PAOK through the PCTC ng red notice kay Ginoong Roque. Ngayon, syempre, di tayo mga abogado lahat dito sa PAOK, so we thought all the while that the simple application for a red notice would mean na magagrant agad-agad. Hindi pala agad. So, we had a meeting 2 weeks ago with regards to the cancellation of passports. At noong Monday, sinabitan po natin yung ating omnibus motion. At nag-grant din po agad. Nung nakaraang Monday, nag-apply na tayo ng omnibus motion sa Pasig RTC para i-cancela yung passport. And thank God, 1 week lamang, na-cancela na po.
So ano po implications ito? For instance, ito kay Harry Roque. Cancel yung passport. What does it mean?
For one, technically, Mr. Roque, Mr. Cunanan, and we are not sure if Mr. Cunanan is outside the country. For Mr. Roque, is practically without a passport and he is subject for deportation. Ang tanong kasi, he is invoking the principle of non-refoulement because of his application for the political asylum. By the way, apparently, mukhang tama po ang ating dating SOJ at current ombudsman na kansela na po ay na-deny yung kanyang asylum request petition doon sa Netherlands. At meron siyang ongoing na petition naman dito naman po sa Germany. So, the implication, well, kapag nailabas po natin nakuha po natin yung red notice kay Mr. Roque, bagamat walang extradition, walang bilateral extradition ng Pilipinas at yung Netherlands, we can invoke that he be deported because he is not in possession of a passport anymore. No, he could be in violation of immigration laws of the country where he passed himself. That's one. Second, we can invoke the commitment of Germany and other European countries in relation to the Palermo Convention. What is the Palermo Convention? The United Nations Transnational Organized Crime Convention. And one of the criminal activities that is penalized within that convention is trafficking in persons. Remember, Christian, Mr. Roque is charged not with a political crime. Although meron siyang inciting to sedition na arrest warrant, pero yung application natin for red notice as far as Roque is concerned is qualified trafficking in persons.
So, teka, ano po yung basis ng sinasabi ninyo, no? Paki-elaborate nga po, na denied yung kanyang asylum petition sa the Netherlands and now he is applying applying for asylum doon naman sa Germany.
Yeah, we're trying to verify that kasi kahapon nung dino-double check natin lahat ng mga datos in relation to Mr. Roque, so ang aming nakuhang datos ay apparently wala na, napaso na yung kanyang aplikasyon doon sa Netherlands as far as political asylum is concerned. Kaya sabi ng ating mga sources, palipat-lipat siya papunta ng Netherlands and Germany. No? Now, be that as it may, Christian, be that as it may, kung saan man merong live na application for political asylum, pending political asylum request si Mr. Roque, he will not be able to invoke anymore that principle of refoulement. Gawa nang wala na po siyang passport, kanselado na po yan. So we will invoke the Netherlands and or Germany to deport him to the Philippines in as much as wala na po siyang legal document that guarantees his stay in those particular territories.
Okay, so basically hindi extradition ang titingnan nyo rito. Ang titingnan nyo rito yung deportation on the basis of the absence of a passport.
That's one. The second is, sabi ko nga po, yung commitment ng Netherlands and or Germany to the UNTOC, to the Palermo Convention, of which they are party members.
Okay. So, Dito sa proseso tinitingnan po ninyo 'no, most likely kailan mapapabalik sa Pilipinas itong si Harry Roque para harapin yung
Yan,
mga kasong kinakaharap niya?
Christian, yan ang medyo mahirap kong sagutin at this point. No? So patuloy ang pakikipagbigay-ugnayan ng ating gobyerno sa Interpol at bukas I am sure the Department of Foreign Affairs will already get in touch with the Netherlands government through our Philippine embassy there to inform the host country of Mr. Roque na yung kanyang pasaporte ay kanselado na. But knowing Mr. Roque, he will use all legal legal avenues available to him. So, sabi, pinangangalandakan niya, di ho ba, na siya isang napakagaling na international lawyer. So, expert law po siya sa international law. So, let's see. Pero, as far as we are concerned, with the cancellation of his passport, we will invoke all legal instrument available to us. Be that a deportation request or invoking the commitment of Netherlands and Germany to the UNTOC or Palermo Convention.
Okay. Kasi isang pagbasa po rito sa ginagawa ni Harry Roque, and I think this is also shared by a lot of people, mukhang pinapatagal niya yung kanyang stay sa ibang bansa hanggat magbago po yung klima ng politika dito sa Pilipinas. Ibig sabihin, kung makabalik ito si Sara Duterte sa 2028 or earlier, if he can hold out that long, the better for him. Hindi po ba? Meron din po ba
That
kayong
is,
ganun pagtingin?
Christian, that is an open secret, so to speak. At ang
Yeah.
kanyang mayat-mayang pagbibigay ng mga komentaryo, vlogging, going on Facebook Live, claiming that he is doing it for his love of his Tatay Digong. Obviously, that is to create an image. Nagpupostura siya na siya ay isang political quote-unquote refugee. So that is a game plan. That is a political game plan. Pero Christian, sana wag naman pong isipin ni Ginoong Roque kasi kung sino-sinong pinapangalanan niya kahapon pinangalanan niya si Undersecretary Nicolas Felix T. na di umano pinipersonal siya. Wala hong ganoon. We received no instructions from DOJ, from the palace in relation to Mr. Roque nung kinasuhan po namin siya last year, Setyembre. Ebidensya lamang po ang pinagbabasihan natin. Pinangangalandakan niya, Christian, magaling na abogado siya, di ba? So, if he is really a lawyer worth his salt, umuwi siya ng Pilipinas, harapin niya ito.